Hello there. My name is George Blackburn. I'm an attorney. I'm also the owner of Blackburn & Sons, which is a hard money commercial lending company that I formed over 30 years ago. And I'm also the owner of cloans.com. Now, this 10-minute primer is going to be hopefully very valuable to you in your search for a commercial real estate loan. Now, in addition to owning the two commercial mortgage companies, I also happen to be a commercial mortgage trainer, and a pretty good percentage of all the guys out there practicing commercial mortgage brokers are my former students. So in theory, anyway, I'm supposed to know a little bit about commercial real estate finance. But let's talk about your problem. Okay, you need to get a commercial real estate loan, and the market's pretty tight. What are your chances? Well, the bad news is that your timing sucks. This is the tightest commercial lending market in 25 years. Commercial real estate's already fallen by 40%. Bank economists are telling their executive staff that the possibility of a double-dip recession is pretty reasonable. And if that happens, commercial real estate could fall by another 40%. To make matters worse, when these banks and commercial lenders all foreclose on these commercial properties, the buyers of these properties are not paying fair market value for the property. As soon as anybody finds out that a property is being sold by a bank or a mortgage company, they won't offer any more than 60% of the fair market value of the property. The end result is that these banks are foreclosing on these commercial properties, and they are losing their hind ends. They are losing a fortune. So they're not in a really big hurry to make a lot of new commercial real estate loans. Therefore, not surprisingly, commercial real estate lending is down by 70%. 70%. It's down by 70% since 2006. For the last 2.5 years, the conduit industry was non-existent. The conduit industry used to arrange 53% of all commercial real estate loans by dollar volume in America. For 2.5 years, they were gone. Now, the conduit industry is back. They are making a few loans, but it's probably not going to help mortals like you and me because they're only doing deals $5 million and larger, and ideally $10 million and larger, on the four major food groups in the primary markets, such as Washington, D.C., Boston, or New York City. And unless you're looking for a very, very large commercial real estate loan, that's probably not going to solve, conduits are probably not going to be able to solve your problems. Now, life companies are still making commercial real estate loans, but once again, the problem is they don't want to look at anything less than $5 million. The property's got to be practically brand new, and they will rarely lend more than about 50 to 55% loan to value. That's not going to help most of us. Now, the savings loan used to make commercial real estate loans, but they're non-existent today. If there's a savings loan anywhere in the country that is making commercial real estate loan, I don't know about them. Now, I'm sure there must be one or two, but they are of no force or an effect here in the commercial real estate market today. Now, there are two surviving commercial mortgage REITs, but they're making deals at hard money rates and terms. I mean, their rates are no better than my own hard money mortgage company, Blackburn & Sons. So mortgage REITs are not going to be the answer for a lot of us. So that leaves, for the most part, the lenders making commercial real estate loans today as the commercial banks and the hard money lenders. Now, if you are a huge depositor at your bank, sure, you can get a commercial real estate loan today. If you keep a couple $100,000 on deposit, typically with your bank, and you've done so for years, and you trot down to the bank, you try and refinance your commercial property, sure, they're going to fall all over themselves to make you a loan. But absent that kind of big depositor relationship, you're going to find your bank and most banks very resistant to the idea of making a new commercial real estate loan. And if they will consider your deal, they're probably only going to go 55 to 63% loan to value. Your credit better be perfect. Your property better be fully leased, and it better be pretty snazzy looking. And if it's not, you're going to find that the banks are giving you some serious resistance. Now, that's sort of the bad news. The good news is I'm about to give you some wonderful tools to help you get your commercial real estate loan placed. Now, I mentioned earlier that I owned a commercial mortgage portal, and the name of that commercial mortgage portal is C Loans. C Loans. C as in commercial. c-loans.com. Now, a commercial mortgage portal is a place where you go and you fill out one loan application, and then what you can do is you can submit that one loan application to hundreds of different lenders. You can think of a portal very similar to think of Expedia or Travelocity when you're traveling. You put in your travel needs, and then the portal suggests lots of different airlines that you could travel on. Then you pick the one that you want to travel through. Now, C-Loans has done very, very well. We're the largest of the commercial mortgage portals. We've closed over 1,000 different commercial real estate loans, totaling almost $1 billion. That's really good. That's a really good volume of commercial real estate loans. Now, the really cool thing about C-Loans is the price is really good. It's free. We're paid by the lenders. Now, C-Loans is based on the principle that commercial lenders are fickle and unpredictable. And that's really true. That's really true. Most commercial loans today are portfolio loans. And what that means is that if a bank makes the loan, they're going to keep that loan in their own portfolio for the next 5 to 10 years, as opposed to selling it in some secondary market. Now, the problem with that is that all it takes could be the best loan in the whole world. You could be looking for a $2 million loan on a almost brand new self-storage project in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It could be, fully occupied with a waiting list. It could be in the best area of Philadelphia, but all it takes is one guy on loan committee to have a pet peeve either against self-storage projects or a pet peeve against Philadelphia for your deal to get turned down. And it's impossible to predict in advance whether or not any member of loan committee has a particular pet peeve against any particular deal. All I can tell you is that you can plan on getting left at the altar frequently when you apply for a commercial real estate loan. So what can we do about that? Well, the whole site is based on that proposition that all we want to do is fill out an application once, and then we take it to various different lenders until we find some lender that likes self-storage, likes Philadelphia, and who's in the mood to make a commercial real estate loan today. And, that lineup could be totally different. The lenders that might be interested in that loan today might be totally different than the lenders interested in that loan 45 days later. But by giving you lots of different choices, we increase your chances of finding the perfect fit for your particular deal. Now, how does it work? You go to C-Loans and you register. I mean, that's pretty easy. The lender needs to be able to call you or email you or write to you and tell you, hey, I like your deal and let's do it, and here are the rates and terms. Now, so you'll need to register on the site. Next, we're going to ask you some simple questions about your property. In there, you'll put the size of the loan you're looking for, the type of property, where it's located, etc. Now, in there, though, on C-Loans is a free-form paragraph that we allow you to add a couple of sentences in there to add a little sizzle to your loan application. Please be sure to add that sizzle. There's an old saying in marketing, you cannot sell the steak without the sizzle. So, talk about the fact that there's a Walmart that just went in right across the street, or maybe the nearby Air Force Base is expanding, or that maybe 2 or 3 new subdivisions just went up surrounding your property. Give the lender some reason to really particularly like your deal. Now, if you're reasonably competent on the computer, there's a place for you to upload pictures to your application, and pictures really, really help a lot. So try and add some pictures if you can. Next, after you've completed your loan application, you'll ask for a list of lenders. The system will sort through, filter out unsuitable lenders, and give you a suggested lender list of anywhere from 50 to 70 lenders. You put a check mark next to 6 lenders and press submit, and voila, you're off to the races. Now, next to every lender's name is a diligence score. Now, that diligence score tells you 2 things. 1, how diligently do they work their loan application? Do they get their applications, they arrive in the email box, and they don't work them, or do they work every single loan application? That's really important. You need to know that. Second of all, the lender diligence score also tells you how many loans that they've closed for C-Loans. And you want to work with those lenders who have closed lots of loans for C-Loans. Now, we will sometimes list on C-Loans mortgage brokers who have proven that they are big closers. And these guys it'll be fully disclosed that this guy is a broker, but I strongly encourage you to consider making one of your 6 submissions, any top proven brokers. The reason why is commercial lending is very much relationship driven. And almost every commercial deal in the world has a black hair. There's some flaw. Maybe you got one little vacancy, or maybe, you don't have enough parking on site, but otherwise it's a terrific location, always filled. People find parking on the street, but nevertheless, you don't really satisfy modern parking ratios. And you need some mortgage broker pitching the deal on your behalf for the lenders. So as you look at the list of lenders, don't rule out proven brokers. Quite frankly, some of them are terrific. We have one proven broker listed on C Loans, fully disclosed as a broker, that has closed 50 loans for us. They're wonderful. And if you see them coming up, I recommend that you apply to them. Now, next thing, don't get discouraged. You're going to get turned down. Plan on it. Plan on having to submit your loan to 20, 30, 40, maybe 50, 60, 70 lenders before you finally find a home for your loan. That's just par for the course. We make it very, very easy. If you get a turn down notice, it typically comes by email. The email will have a little link in there. You click on it, takes you right back to the suggested lender list. You put 6 more check marks next to 6 more lenders, press submit. So you went out to 6 lenders, got turned down by 1, went back in, submitted to 6 more lenders. Now you got 11 lenders looking at it. If I were you, I'd keep doing that until you got 30 lenders looking at your deal at any one time. Next, there is a wonderful feature on the departure page, the very last page you see after submitting your loan to 6 lenders, that allows you to make your package into a PDF. That's really cool if you want to submit your loan to some lenders outside of the C loan system. There are 750 commercial lenders on C Loans, but not every lender in the country participates on C Loans. So you might want to be able to submit your commercial loan application to some lender outside of the C Loan system. And if you make that into PDF and download that PDF to your desktop, and it's really easy, just one click, that'll really come in handy. Okay, so you've got this PDF, but you wish you had more lenders submitted to. Maybe there was 30 lenders on the suggested lender list. You went through all 30. What do you do now? One of the things you can do is that you can buy a list of 1,200 commercial lenders, a different list. There's 750 on C Loans, but then there's a different list of 1,200. Where these 1,200 came from is that we have a staff attorney whose full-time job is to do nothing but solicit lenders to join C Loans. And not every lender joins. So this list of 1,200 commercial lenders can be purchased by you for just $39.95, and look for emails from us that will tell you how you can buy that list. Now, what if you're really busy? What if you're a physician or a busy dentist, or your company is busy manufacturing widgets? You got to refinance a loan on your building. You don't have time to shop the deal. Then just call the offices of C Loans. Our telephone number is listed on the site, and ask to speak to one of my sons and tell him you want him to broker the deal for you, and we'll happily do the functions of a full-service mortgage broker. I hope you found this primer to be helpful to you, and I wish you luck in your commercial loan search.